Good morning, Anthony.
Good morning, Dr. Woods.
Hey, listen, I want to talk to you today about a topic that we don't talk about often, and I think we're going to try to get you on the radio show, 99.1 Downtown Radio, and talk about that on Sunday, and that's caregiver burnout. And so I know, like in my family, when my father finally came to you, my mom had broken her hip. The family was really going through things, and we got here, and everybody had a chance to catch a breath.
Yeah.
Talk to me about caregiver burnout.
Well, so I remember quite vividly, the tone in the voice when I received a call from, I'm not, pointing, you out, but I remember the tone in your voice, the concern, the desperation, the, like, just, what do I do?
I was very concerned.
With caregiving, because it is so demanding, day after day after day. And when you're a caregiver that is working and taking care of an individual that is 24 hours, it's similar, to taking care of an infant and children. The difference is that an adult, is much larger. There's more, obviously, weight involved. There's more aggressive, emotional. There's the combativeness of it. There's just so much to it, and to be lifting an individual, that can be well over 200 pounds.
Sure.
Physically, is exhausting. But, when you don't have resources available to help guide you, in situations where a person is declining, it can be very overwhelming, for individuals. So the burnout, is really very high in this profession, and it's really because of the physical and the emotional, attachments, that we have with that individual.
Yeah, I worked with someone this past week that had all the signs of caregiver burnout, which was she was short-tempered.
Yeah.
She was tired. She wasn't eating.
Yeah.
She was feeling restless in her own home. She hadn't been seeing her friends, and I sensed a bit of depression in her.
Right. It's because of the isolation. You feel alone, in those situations. Just the frustration. It is the frustration. It's the lack of sleep. It's a lack of the time for yourself, to really do anything. At Rosa specifically, we offer things for our families that, for the community, if a family, needs that break. We do respite, here at Rosa, so we can bring someone into the home for a very short time, just to give that caregiver a break. Out there are caregivers out there that are working independently in someone's home, where that individual is, has so much care that is needed, that caregiver needs a break. We can help that caregiver out by just getting them here.
Even if it's for a weekend or a couple weekends.
Exactly.
Yeah, see?
Exactly.
So caregivers need to learn more about that. Is there anything on that on your webpage?
Yeah, certainly. www.rosashantaeassistedliving.com. There's information, there through, what I just have either written, what we can do, to help. The caregiver newsletter that's coming out in April is going to have some information on it. But yeah, there are resources. One of the biggest resources that I think that is out in the community that's available, that is free, is Pima Council on Aging. They have a tremendous staff up there that is really able to help an individual. To point them in a direction. How can I get someone to come in here and just to help me? Maybe just sit there and watch the front doors so that person doesn't walk out of the home for an hour or 2 hours, so I can take a shower in peace. There are resources out there.
Yeah.
It's just really connecting with them. Pima Council on Aging.
PCOA. I think they are the greatest.
Yes.
I use them weekly for my clients, so I
Right.
can imagine how often you use them.
Yeah.
Anthony, I think it's important that you are a respite care provider too. I think it's important that we talk about caregiver burnout, and I just want to say thank you for being there on all aspects of caregiving.
Well, thank you. And by the way, I'm kind of I'm excited about being one of your featured guests on this talk radio show that you're doing, and that I have been asked to share my opinion. You know,
because
on
your opinion
caregiving.
is important.
So thank you.
Yeah, so catch Anthony on Downtown Radio, and that's 99.1 Sundays at 12:30.
Thank you, Dr. Woods. Have a good day.